Okay, took a short break and we're back. Time to talk to the old guy.
So you've come. We have much to discuss, but first, I must thank you. I'm so grateful that you rescued Isha. She and Olha are the precious children of my younger brother and his wife. 10 years ago, they sacrificed their lives protecting the village from the wandering calamity. To think the same fate almost befell Isha. I truly cannot thank you enough, and I would like to apologize for my rude behavior toward you.
Toward you?
You're only the second Arisian I ever accepted. Most are greedy, have no love for the spirits, and try to disturb the peace in this land. Sorry. I'll get to why I brought you here. You remember the stone wall to the north of the Fountain of Prayer? Where the monster came out of, I mean. There's actually an underground passageway beyond that wall. It's an ancient path to the shrine. Apparently, it even passes below the sea and reaches Canaan Island. So, now I have a question for you. Would you be willing to use that path to cross to Canaan Island?
Yes, I would.
That's what I thought you'd say. I hear your sword shattered in the battle against the Wandering Calamity.
The WC, as we like to call it.
So in that case, take this with you.
Not to be confused with the water closet.
This is a sword made of emel that borrows power from the spirits. You will acquire various skills and magic by upgrading this weapon. A great warrior like you should have no problem realizing its potential. Well, not to ask a favor in return, but can you do one more thing for me? If you cross successfully to Canaan, I want you to investigate the disappearance of the mirror. It's a sacred white mirror known as the Mirror of Zem, which has been passed down to our priestesses for generations. It was stolen from our altar a month ago, the same day the bridge fell. I don't mean to implicate the Arisians, but we've already searched all of Quatera Island, so it's highly likely that it's indeed on Canaan Island. I'm sorry for asking. Just make a note of it.
We'll actually be finding different pieces of that mirror throughout the game. Also, now notice that we have this new sword. It's blue and fancy. It's made out of emel and quite a bit cooler than our old sword. There are a few things that this sword adds to the game. One of which being, I don't know if we can do it right now, but as we defeat enemies, you see how where our sword is, it has that circle around it. As you kill stuff, that circle will actually increase, or this blue aura will kind of fill up the orb, and when it's completely full, you get to use a special attack, basically. I am extremely nasally today. It's amazing. Yeah, I don't know that we can do it quite yet. We're actually going the wrong way right now. And I don't think we really need to see this forested path again. I'll tell you, there's plenty of backtracking in this game. There is an immense amount of backtracking in this game. So, yeah. Oh.
Are you leaving already?
Yes. This is another reason why I don't like off-screening too much. You know, just in case I actually miss some plot stuff. Ellipses.
I wanted to give you... It's a bracelet I carved myself. I'm sorry for being afraid of you. And also, thank you for saving me.
How many ellipses? We should just count ellipses from every character in the game, see how many we find.
Thank you, Adol. Please come visit us again. My sister and I will be waiting.
Ellipses are not necessary after every sentence. One period would suffice. God. Ellipses. What are you gonna do? Now we have this fancy blue... I don't know what you call that. You know, kind of the effect you have whenever you move in a Symphony in the Night. Kind of blur effect, motion blur. Don't quite know what you call it as far as effects go, but... Motion blur sword. Whoosh. It's all blue. Now, I haven't died so far because the game is not too unforgiving at first, but I assure you there will be a few deaths in this LP. Because some of the bosses are crazy. Just crazy in the sense that they can be very unfair. I don't think we'll have too much of a problem for the time being, but you got to be careful. What kind of kills me is that I have another action RPG type thing planned for the future. I don't know quite when, but sometime. And that game is pretty similar to this one as far as the fact that you can die pretty easily. And I still haven't beaten the game. But, you know, it's a pretty good game, and such things. Hey, people.
So you're taking a little trip to Canaan Island, eh?
Yeah, swimming with the fishes.
I guess you want to see that pickered sty of a town. Well, you'll see that it can't compare to our island.
I'm so fancy.
Comparing Arisian culture to Redden culture is a sick joke. How can you Smalliers be so dense?
God, you piss me
The
off.
chief says that the underground path ahead should lead to Canaan Island, but there are just so many monsters in there right now. Something's up. I thought you'd be able to use it instead of the bridge, but now...
Okay. What we have coming up, actually, this one dude, it doesn't matter whether you win or lose against him, but I remember last time I had some trouble fighting him. I don't think you get any special reward if you defeat him, but, yeah. If we don't beat him, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Also, these things can be extremely annoying sometimes. Kind of hold out these little tongues or whatever you want to call them. What I find to be the best strategy is to just group them all up and then do a downward slash to them. I mean, they aren't really powerful, but you shouldn't take them lightly. Also, you will not always hit them if you just try and hit them from the ground, so you always want to do a jump attack, if possible. Now then. Oh, they were just falling, right there a second ago. Also, see this door here? Now that we have the blue Emil sword, we can open up this. I shouldn't say now that we have it, because, you know, this is the first time we've seen this door, but there are a few other doors like this, but you need different swords in order to, use them.